This is Coffee with Kerry. Each week we meet amazing people who are going to be challenged to step from behind their profession for a game show and interview whilst having lots of fun. If you're looking to inject more fun into your world, join us here every week. It's time to get on with the show. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Kerry. Super excited for today's show. We have an amazing guest on today's show. Joining us for the second time is Mr. Sid Meadows, who happens to be the founder of the Amazing Entrepreneurs Club and also a business strategist and high-performance coach. Welcome to the show, Sid. It's great to have you back.
Well, thanks, Kerry. I'm glad to be back. I'm excited.
Yay! All right, so we've got a few things in store, Sid. I'm glad you're sitting down. You need to strap in and hang on, buddy. There's a few things to step through today. Are you ready?
Can I say no?
No.
Okay.
Yes is the only option.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's step into the first round, which happens to be the mug shot. Now, Sid, you've been here before. We've seen your fantastic mug, your favourite mug. However, you have brought a special one to today's episode because it's coming up to...
Yes.
Christmas.
It is coming up to Christmas.
Yay!
So I brought a Christmas mug.
Yay. Can we see your mug, please?
Absolutely.
Sid?
Can you see it?
Yeah, that's really pretty.
So it's a handmade mug made by this pottery. She no longer makes pottery, but made by this lady in Ridgeland, Mississippi, which is close to where I grew up. And she makes a whole collection of Christmas pottery. And so we've probably had this collection of mugs for probably 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's more than one?
Yeah, there's a whole collection. There's actually all dinnerware and everything that goes with it. My wife, early in our marriage, she would collect them and we'd go to their store where they would sell them and then we'd buy them. She no longer makes them. So what we have is all we can get unless we can find them other places. But we have about 10 of them, I think.
Oh, really? 10? Oh, cool. That's awesome. Well, Sid, I've brought a special mug to today's episode, and trust me, there was many to choose from, but I had to pick the one that I thought might suit me more than you, which is, can you see that?
Friday. It's my second favorite. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. I love that.
And it's on both sides, which is awesome.
That's great.
It's a really good one. I think it suits. It suits.
Looks
Kerry.
like the lettering is gold. Is the lettering gold?
It is gold, and that's why it's reflecting so badly on the camera. For anyone listening, I apologize. Head over to YouTube. You can watch all of the good stuff over there. But yeah, Friday is my second favorite F word. That's what today's mug is. Yay.
I love that, Kerry. That's awesome.
It's pretty good. All right, Sid, we're going to step into the next round.
I'm ready.
The next round is the numbers board. So you've got to choose, and you've done this before, so you're a seasoned pro at this. I need you to choose 5 letters off the numbers board that's going to reveal 5 questions I'm going to ask you.
Okay. This is interesting. So I had a strategy the last time, but now I don't have a strategy because I didn't know I was going to have to pick the letters. So let's say I pick 5. So let's say number 3.
Number 3? Yep.
Number 19, because this week is my daughter's 19th birthday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Let's say number 17, because this year my son will turn 17.
Yep.
Let's say number 2, just because I like purple.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then this year I'm celebrating 5 years as an entrepreneur, so we'll pick number 5.
Number 5. Cool. Great. Got
Why
all
did
those.
you pick all those extra ones off the board?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I saw it.
No. You were seeing things. It's far away. It's way, way back there, Sid. No. All good, mate. All good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the first question that you chose, Sid, was number 3.
Yes.
And number 3's question is, what was your favorite toy as a child?
My favorite toy as a child. Oh my gosh. This is a really good one because I had a lot. Um,
Just
but
one.
I'm actually going to say G.I. Joe.
The action figure? Like the
Yeah, the
little.
action figure G.I. Joe. When I was a kid, it was a real action figure, and it was like one of the and it was just really cool. He was all muscled up, and I think he had a cartoon show on at the same time, and so it was a really big deal. And G.I. Joe, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We could go outside and play with G.I. Joe in the dirt and like have shooting games and all that kind of stuff. So G.I. Joe,
Awesome.
love
And
G.I.
did
Joe.
did he have like moving arms and legs and head turns, or was he quite rigid?
As much as I remember, he did. I think you could like bend his arms, but yeah, you could bend his arms. I don't remember him being rigid. Let's say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also kind of old, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah, okay. I'll give that to you. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Cool. Next question was number 5. And question number 5 is
Well, wait a minute. That's not question number 5, Kerry.
5. Number 5.
Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. I'm being set
Number
up
5.
here. Just for all of you listening, I'm being set up here. So if you're watching on YouTube, you know she switched the numbers. But okay.
Well, I just need to point out this is Sid 2.0, so anything could happen, right? So
Oh my
go with it.
goodness.
Go with it. All right, Sid, I want you to rate your driving skills, including parking, any speeding tickets, and anything else. Are you a bit of a hoon on the roads, or are you the one that everybody's beeping and overtaking because you're going too slow?
Okay, I'm certainly not that person. Now rating it, am I rating it on a scale of 1 to 10 with
Mm-hmm.
10 being great?
Yep.
Okay. So I would probably say I'd give myself like an 8, maybe a 7.5 to an 8. The reason being is I do have a little bit of a lead foot, so
Oh.
I am known to speed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I am known to get very disappointed is a good way to say it with people who insist on driving in the left-hand lane, knowing that you're looking at me strange, but here in the US, the left-hand lane is the fast lane
Gotcha.
or the speed lane,
Mm-hmm.
and there are people that get into the left-hand lane and insist on driving the speed limit, and everybody's passing them in the right-hand lane. It
Oh,
drives me crazy. So that would put me down to like the 7.5. But now is the parking, I can parallel park in one try, no
yep.
problems. In fact, I joke with my son about his parking skills because he did not get them from me because he's awful parker. So actually, it's funny, Carrie. He got a note sent home or an email sent from home from school today about his parking because he parked really bad at school and they didn't like it. So
Wait, they actually sent you a note from school about the
yes,
way he parked at school,
that's correct.
not driver education in the school system, the actual way he parked in the car park.
Yes,
Oh,
the
wow.
way he actually parked, and they said that they talked to him about if he parks again and violates the parking rules of the school, then he will lose his driving privileges to campus.
Oh, so then he
So,
won't have a car park anymore and they won't allow him to enter the
uh,
oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, no,
That's
we're
a
gonna
thing.
have to talk about that when he gets home because I'm not taking him to school, so he's gotta make sure he can park. So
He's either
yeah,
got to park properly or he's going to be walking, one of the 2.
that's right, one of the two, and it's a long way.
I was
So,
going to say, how far is it? Like, is it a 10-minute drive
about
or?
15 miles, about 15 miles.
Oh, right. Okay. That
Yeah,
sounds, yeah. Okay. I think he's going to improve his parking. You might have to go and do some
let's hope
little
so.
little tutorials this weekend to help him out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So the next question that you picked, Sid, was question number 2. And question number 2 is
Mhm.
number 2.
Yeah, what if they're not even the same color? The last ones are the same color, but
I
anyway.
should have made them all the same color. Then I really would have maybe gotten away with it. So question number 2 is when you grew up, when you were growing up, what did you want to be?
Ooh, what did I want to be when I was growing up? That's a really great question because I think, like most people, we go through stages. I think
Mhm.
everybody at some point in there said, "I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer." Um, I don't know that I. remember an aspiration that was like, "Oh, this is really what I wanna be." So I remember saying doctor once, and then I
Hmm.
figured out how much school that took. Um, and yeah, Carrie, I honestly don't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I remember saying doctor. I remember at one point I wanted to be a photographer.
Hmm.
'Cause I did photography when I was in high school.
Mhm.
Um, but then I got in school, and when I got into college, my mission was how quickly could I get out of college,
Yeah.
right? So, and then I took the first job that came along, and then, all these years later, I was ended up in this exact same industry, so it was a good choice.
Hmm. Good one. Okay, moving right along. Next question is number 17. 17. So, question number 17 is which animal best describes you?
Okay, I think I know the answer to this one.
Mhm.
I think. I'm actually gonna say a jackrabbit.
Mhm.
Because jackrabbits move really fast, and sometimes they move too fast, and they move past things that they should pay attention to along the way. And so, because I do move quickly in my life and my business, and you're smiling and laughing, but I think a jackrabbit is a really great description, and it probably also helps that when the spring comes, because where we live in North Texas, we're close to a ranch
Mhm.
and a lot of other open area, and so literally there's like families of jackrabbits all around our house. So yeah, so jackrabbit.
The reason I was kind of smiling and almost laughing was I had this visual, those like gifs and memes and things that you
Mhm.
see, and I had this visual of Sid running down the sidewalk and all of a sudden kind of tripping over himself and doing almost like a flip.
Yeah, it
Not a face
happens.
plant,
It's
not a face plant, just a flip, just a flip.
go flipped over and got back on my feet and kept running.
Kept going. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. It
kept
was
going.
like
Yep.
a tumble, like mid run. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, Sid, the last question that you chose is number 19. And number 19 is who should play you in the movie of You? This is a blockbuster hit. So who's going to be the lead role playing Sid Meadows?
At what age of my life?
Any
The
you
whole
can
life?
pick. You can pick whatever
Okay.
you want.
So the first answer that I'm gonna say is my son Jackson.
Mhm.
Because he looks so much like me that it would be a great. I mean, people would go, "Oh, yeah, that's what Sid looked like when he was young," because we go places and he's with me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, he looks just like you." But he's got dark hair and dark eyes, which really he looks like my wife, but he looks like me. So I would say Jackson. But because, um, you know, we all aspire to have, somebody better than us play us in a movie. So,
Mhm.
um, I'm gonna pick, oh my gosh, Carrie, I just lost his name.
Uh-oh, look out.
Holy crap.
Thinking
I just
music?
lost his name. Yes, thinking music. Oh my
Thinking
gosh.
music?
Yes, play the thinking music. Okay, I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Tom Cruise would play me
Ooh.
because I'm strong and powerful and good looking and debonair, and so Tom Cruise would have to play me. He'd have to work a little hard at it in order to play me
Mm.
appropriately, but
Mhm.
I think Tom Cruise would do me justice.
And I think you could coach him on that. I think you
I
could
could,
step in. Yep.
absolutely.
And I think that would be needed. You would need to be on the side of the set at every moment just to, keep him on track and make sure that he is representing you correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, I love that. Tom Cruise is he's the guy that would play me.
Love it too. That's awesome. Good answer. All right, we're going to move into the next round. The next round is the wheel of reveal. However, things happen behind the scenes when it comes to all podcasts. As we know, we have technical difficulties and all this kind of stuff. And I've got this out of order sign on my wheel. And I'm looking at it going, that can't be right. I know the technician was in here yesterday. So I'm just going to quickly just,
Well, if it's not fixed, you should probably fire the technician.
I know. No, seems fine.
Okay, because here's the thing. In my first episode, the wheel did not exist and I didn't get the wheel. And
Mm-hmm.
admittedly, I've been a little triggered by the fact that other people got the wheel and I did not get the wheel.
Correct. And that could be part of the reason why we're doing Sid 2.0. It
So
could
I could get
be.
the wheel?
Could be. Could be.
Okay.
All right, Sid, a spin of the wheel if you might, because you can't spin the wheel. I need to spin it for
Yes,
you.
correct.
So
Are
take
you
it
going to
away.
spin it really good?
Yeah, of course.
Because I want it to land on the jackpot.
Yeah, good luck. All right, you ready?
Yes. It's very colorful, Kerry, when it spins.
Oh. Oh.
I can't see what it says.
It says detox,
Detox.
which is daring.
You are cheating. So first off, you hold up card. I pick numbers. You hold up cards. They're not even the numbers. And now you move the wheel from detox to daring.
All right, let's start again. Let's do it again. Reset, do it again.
Just going to cheat again. Jackpot!
Jackpot!
I got the jackpot.
Ding, 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 ding.
Worried. I might be worried I got the jackpot. Should I be worried I got the jackpot?
I don't think so, because the purpose behind jackpot is not sending you $1 million. Sorry about that. However, I would like to know, if you won the jackpot, what would you do all day long? If you won the big grand prize and you could do whatever you wanted to do, what would that be?
You're not going to like my answer.
Is it got to do with the beach?
No, well, yes, it does have to do with the beach. But my answer is I would work. Because I really can't imagine not working. But can I further I told you weren't going to like my answer. But can I further define it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the place that we would like to retire is a little community on County Road 30A in the Panhandle of Florida. So if you're in the US, you know anything about Florida, you probably know where 30A is. And it's one of the most beautiful stretches of land and ocean and communities I've ever seen. Well, right in the heart of 30A is this little grocery store called the Modica Market. And it's just a quaint little grocery store. And in this grocery store is where vacationers go and locals go and shop. And it's small, okay? But they have everything you need. They have shelves stacked all the way to the ceiling full of stuff where they serve beer on tap in plastic cups so you can take it and walk around. They have amazing pastries and desserts. So I'm going to buy the Modica Market. I wish, but I'm going to buy the Modica Market. It's on the beach, 1 block from the beach, actually, in the little circle. And I'm going to work at the Modica Market. And I'm going to greet visitors and locals. And I've said that for years, that when we retire, I keep telling my wife, when we retire, I'm going to buy the Modica Market. They'll never sell it. It's been the family for 40 plus years. But it's a great dream to have, that I'm going to buy the Modica Market.
Well, the other thing you could do, just to spin this in, the way that we do, is you could open another one. If they won't sell you that one, you could open
This is
another
true.
one.
But I couldn't open one in the little circle where everybody hangs
Not
out and
right
where they
there.
do all the fun
No.
events and all that kind of stuff. So if anybody is familiar, listening to this, is familiar with Seaside, Florida, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the Modica Market. When you go to 38, you go to Seaside, everybody goes into the market. It's just fantastic.
And Sid, I need to ask, 30A, is that in reference to a street name or what?
That is actually the street name. It's County Road 30A, like A is an apple, is the name of it. And so what's happened, it runs for probably about 20 miles or so.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is now that area of Florida is geographically just referred to as 30A.
Right.
So I actually have a bumper sticker. Actually, I have a bumper sticker. I have a little, hang on, I'm going to grab it. Can I grab it real quick? I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So there's my 30A sticker.
Oh, wow. That's so cute with the sunshine.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So the sticker is inspired by the 2-lane road along Florida's Gulf Coast. 30A shares stories and eco-friendly products that celebrate our small beach town way of life.
Nice.
I love 30A. Lots of
Oh,
people have these little stickers, and you know that when you see them, you're like, "Oh, they vacation where we vacate." It's like almost like a little cult of 30A, but it's so many people that vacation down there. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
oh.
But one day,
Mhm,
someday soon, I don't know when.
mhm,
I shouldn't even say soon, but that's where we'll be. I'm buying the market, and
mhm.
I'm going to work, and then I'm going to hang out on the beach.
Love it. Love it. Sounds fantastic. All right, Sid, because you landed on the jackpot, I'm going to give you a bonus spin as well.
Oh
One more.
yes, land on a purple. Very colorful when it spins. Oh, look at that. Oh no, it didn't.
So
You're
that
cheating.
landed on no, I didn't actually move it. It did actually land on peeve. Now, normally the question is what's your biggest pet peeve, but I want to change it for you, Sid. I
Mm.
want to know what drives you crazy about yourself. What's your biggest pet peeve with yourself?
I'd rather answer the other one.
Nope.
Yeah, come on. Oh my goodness. What's my biggest pet peeve with myself?
Mhm. Because we've all got
Making
one.
music
We've all got one thing that just kind of drives us a little crazy.
with ourselves. This is hard. Okay, I got it.
Got it?
Um, there's no possible way for me to change this.
Okay.
Okay, but it is a huge pet peeve. I could call myself on it out on it.
Hmm.
I'm a clean freak.
No,
Everything has to be clean, which
except for
is why you
your
hear me doing the dishes at times when
ah.
we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
The bed has to be made, the laundry has to be put up, the kitchen has to be clean, everything has to be clean.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will call myself I am a clean freak, and I own that. My name is Sid Meadows, and I have a problem, and I'm a clean freak.
I love it. I love it. And listen, the only exception to that is the floor of your office because I've seen that.
Do we have to talk about that? Because
No.
that's not cool. It's driving me crazy. Literally, it's giving me the hives because the floor of my office has stuff because I have no space, and I have got to blow this sucker up, like,
Mm-hmm.
soon,
I'm waiting for
and
that
I've gotta create
sledgehammer.
space. It's
Mm-hmm.
coming. It's
That
coming.
that that thing over there needs to
Mhm.
get out.
Oh, yeah, all this stuff over here, all these built-ins that the builder, when we built our house, put in, they're all beautiful, but they're not functional. I don't care for them. We've been here 6 years, and, I've been working from home my whole life or
Mm.
last 15 years I worked from home. So, but these aren't functional, and now I got stuff everywhere. I have nowhere to work. I'm pushing my Roadcaster over here, my laptop over here. I'm looking at this screen. I'm like, yeah, it's driving me crazy. So, one
Make
day,
a
Carrie, we're gonna do a Zoom call, and it's gonna all be gone.
I'll be there. I'll bring my hard hat and my safety glasses. I'll have my sledgehammer and we will get stuck into it. I will virtually be there. But if you wait till
Yes.
2025, I could be there in person. We could make I'm coming for a month. We could really do
Oh,
this.
you are? I didn't know that.
Hmm.
You're coming for 2025. Why so long?
I'm just making a prediction of when I'll be able to travel and
So could we
everything will be,
change that prediction?
if you want. Yeah.
Could we so it's Sid style. Carrie, can we reframe that, please?
Yes. Yes. Please reframe.
So what year that ends in a 2 would be a great year for you to come to the United States for a month?
That ends in a
Yes.
2032.
No, you can't do that. No, that was good. You got me. You got
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
We would love to have you come in 2022 and stay for a month. If you come in 2022, I would wait for you to help me like butcher this thing up, but I can't wait till 2025 or 2032.
All right.
I'll have more gray hair.
I will check with my travel agent and I will see what we can do, and I should consult my husband at the same time. So we'll make a plan. Something will happen. All right.
Let's do it.
Excellent. Let's move on to the next round. The next round is I've got something special. Survivor Sid Space Edition.
This scares me.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. All right.
Mhm.
So the rules of the game are this is Survivor Sid Space Edition. It's an emergency evacuation from Earth to Mars. It takes 7 months to get to Mars from Earth because it's about, they say, 300 million miles. And
Okay.
note that Kerry put miles and not kilometres just for you, Sid.
Well done.
Thank you. Due to time constraints, you could only pack one song, one movie, one book, and you can also take two celebrities with you. So, Sid, I need your 5 answers: a song, a movie, a book, and two celebrities. But I will also say, please choose wisely because you are in a tiny escape capsule.
Hmm. Do I have to take celebrities?
Yes,
Okay. So one song,
one song.
because it'll remind me of the beach.
Hmm.
I would actually pick one of my favorite songs, which is um, Saltwater Gospel by the Eli Young Band, because it talks
Hmm.
about going to the beach. And every time I hear that song, I have these great memories of like driving to the beach and sitting there, putting your feet in the water. So I would definitely do that. Movie, my favorite movie is Dead Poet Society. And I just love that movie. I could watch it over and over again. So I would take that one. It has a great story behind it. Um, and then book. That's really hard, Carrie.
Hmm. Hmm. I knew you'd get stuck on that one. One book. You might have already read this a few times, so it could already be in your kit, and you might go, you know what? And don't forget, you've got the song, you've got the movie, you've got the book. You don't have to be in the book all day, and the two celebrities.
Okay, I'm going to answer this question.
Hmm.
I'm going to take a journal so that I can write in my experiences of
That's
being on
cheating.
Mars. No,
That's
it's a
cheating.
book.
That's
No, it's
cheating.
a book. You didn't
A
give me
book.
any you gave me no criteria, and you cheated with the numbers of the cards.
All right, I'll let you
It is
pass.
anyway.
I'll
But
let you
I'll
pass.
pick another one. I'll pick another one. Okay, but I would take a journal.
Hmm.
But this is really hard because I have so many favorite books. But because the book is, oh, I know what I would take. I was going to say something else. I know what I would take. I would take a book called Forged in Crisis
Mm.
by Dr. Nancy Cohan. She's a professor at Harvard University, and it's about leadership. And she tells the story of Abraham Lincoln, um, Ernest Shackleton, who's one of my favorite characters in history. And there's like 4 parts to this book, and those stories never get old. So I would take Forged in Crisis by Dr. Nancy Cohan.
Do you feel like you're going on a bit of a crisis mission to Mars? Is that why you picked that one, or just because you really like it?
Interesting, because actually my favorite character in that book is Ernest Shackleton, and Shackleton was an explorer from the early 1900s. He was a British explorer from the early 1900s that attempted and never did go to Antarctica. He attempted to be the first one to reach it, and then he didn't. Somebody else did. Then he attempted to be the first one to cross it, and he didn't. He tried 4 times, and he died on the
Mm.
4th time. But the message there, the lesson there is every time that he went on this excursion on a ship, mind you, from London or from England all the way to Antarctica, it took months, months, and months.
Mm.
Every
Mm.
time he went, he raised his hand and said, "Hey, I'm going back." Every crew member that was still alive signed up and went back with him. There's a
Oh.
huge lesson in leadership from Ernest Shackleton. So there's no doubt that of me and the 2 celebrities who I'm really not going to pick, would actually, I would be the boss. I would be the leader. So that book would actually help me with my leadership skills in a small time capsule.
Okay, so now
How's
that
that?
you've no, but yeah, now you've framed that this whole leadership and crisis mission and all this kind of stuff. Who are the two celebrities?
Well, I would have to take my favorite celebrity, though she's not a celebrity yet, but I would have to take my favorite celebrity who's going to be really, really soon an unbelievable, world renowned, famous podcaster. And her name is Kerry Zarb. I would absolutely take Kerry Zarb with me.
Oh my god! All right, I didn't
We
put a
would,
rule
we would,
around that. Okay,
we would come over to Melbourne and we would pick you up and we'd put you in this time capsule, and I would take you with me. And but we need. Can you cook, Kerry?
I can if I have to. I choose
You're
not
handy.
to.
You could break things down and build things. You're handy.
Yeah.
You built your okay, so that would be good. So now we need somebody that could actually, oh, I know.
Yeah.
Just because I love his food, I take Bobby Flay, Chef Bobby Flay.
So I don't need to cook now? I'm off the hook for the
No,
cooking?
he's cook. He's a cook because he's an amazing cook. He can cook all kinds of stuff, and he makes great margaritas. So we can have margaritas too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I got the leadership. He's cooking. You're fixing everything that breaks.
Mhm,
Got a great book and a journal because I brought $2,
mhm.
and a great movie to watch and a great song. So we're good.
We're good. We're done. Done
It's gonna be
deal.
fun.
All right.
Yes. The next
Survived it.
time you do 2.0, I'm gonna bet you're gonna have a whole bunch of notes about what the rules are about what people can and can't
I
say.
will. I will. Thank you for that lesson, Sid. I appreciate it. Very good. All right, we're moving into the next round, which is I just got a text message. 1 second. Oh, we have a question from the audience.
Oh my god, this isn't so totally being set up, but I love it. Let's go. Who's the person in the audience that sent us the message?
The person in the audience, oh, it looks like it's Kim. And Kim's
Mm.
question is, when did you receive your captain wings?
It wasn't too long ago that I got named captain.
Mm-hmm.
I think my wings have been clipped a few times, but so I think it was like 3 weeks ago. We were doing something and I got that. I didn't write it down. That's really bad. I'm bad.
No, that's okay. For anyone listening that may not be familiar with our activity on Clubhouse, oh, daily rooms, Monday to Friday, various clubs, amazing entrepreneurs, my sexy business, coffee with Kerry. It's all happening. So if you're not on Clubhouse, you should be. And I think it actually started, Sid, and I'll have a bit of a memory to this. I think it started with my flight announcement a few weeks ago. I think that's where it came in.
It did, but it started like a couple of days before that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't even know how it started.
I don't. Oh, there was a post on Instagram with you wearing your pilot's hat and Kim in her princess tiara as well.
Yep.
I don't have a date either, I confess. I'm not an anniversary type person. I remember no dates unless it's in my calendar. Everyone's birthdays are now going into my calendar to remember because if Facebook doesn't tell me, I don't get notified basically, even for my
Truth.
family. I confess. So, really, really bad over here. But thank you, Kim, for the question. That was super cool. Appreciate the text message coming in
That
from
was an
the
easy
audience.
question. That was an easy
Yeah,
question
yeah. Next
because
time
I
we
didn't know
need
the
to.
answer. That's why it was easy.
Yeah, sometimes we'll push the envelope. We'll get there. Anyway, we're going to move into the next round, which is oh, I pressed the wrong button. I do that a lot. I still press the wrong button.
Oh my
Late
god.
breaking news.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
So, Sid, this has come in from an unknown source this time. There's a little bit of a rumor here that perhaps there was something about you dancing on a TV show for a few years. Can you tell us
So
the story?
I need to know who shared this because that was a secret to be kept. So
Unknown,
I will be
completely.
scoping you out, whoever you were that shared this little tidbit. So yes, I'll share it. Back when I was in college, um, I got asked to be a dancer on a television show called The Hour of the 50s. And I didn't really know how to dance 50s, so we actually had practices. Like we practiced, I think the show was recorded on a Saturday. It was recorded live in front of a live audience
Ooh,
at a location somewhere. And then we would practice a couple of times during the week and learn how to all these dances. I don't even remember the names of them. And we learned to flip the girls and all this kind of stuff. So for 3 years, I danced on a television show called The Hour of the 50s with Jackie Thompson. And it aired on WLBT Channel 3 in Jackson, Mississippi, which is where I grew up. And so, yeah, I did that for 3 years. I was in college. I didn't make any money
wow.
doing it, but I got to dress cool and all the 50s paraphernalia. Now, here's the thing.
Mhm.
I'm safe. Okay? I'm safe because I have scoured the interwebs for any evidence that could be used against me, and there are none. But you
Are
can
you
find The Hour of the 50s with Jackie Gleason, but there are no videos. So he died a couple of years ago. So nobody in his camp has uploaded any of his videos. I have them in my attic on VHS tape from. If the tape is even still good, who knows?
Mm.
But yeah, I did. For 3 years, I danced on the hour of the 50s.
And I was going to say, I think I was going to encourage everybody to head over to YouTube and Google and do some deep diving because everything lands on the internet. Everything. Really?
Not right now.
Are
Not
you
right now. I
sure?
even no, I'm telling you, I've Googled it to try to show my kids because there's so many boxes up in the attic that my mother has given me that I have no idea that what's in them. She's like, every time we go home, she's like, "Take this box." I'm like, "Why are you giving me all this?"
Another
"'Cause
one?
it's yours. It's yours." I'm like, "Okay." So it's in the I know there are tapes up there in the attic of it. One day I'll go find them and digitize them. But yeah, and
Wow.
I was probably 19, 18, 19, and 20 when I did that.
That's very cool, Sid. Do you still
So I
remember
was
some of
really
the
skinny and
moves?
had hair. I could do the twist. "Come on, baby. Let's
Let's
do
do
the
the
twist."
twist.
That's all I could do. There was
Love it.
one I can do every now and then I can do it. I taught my daughter a little bit of 50s dancing, but I can't describe it or tell you the name of it anymore. I just, like you come here and you come here and then you spin around and I don't know, that kind of stuff.
Love it.
So it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Love it. Oh, sounds like an absolute blast. Absolute blast. Sid, we need to wrap up the show, but before we do, please tell us about all these cool things that you've got going on in your world, where we can find you, connect, all the stuff, please.
Okay, but I don't want to wrap up. I'm
Oh,
actually having fun in this
keep
surprise
going.
2.0 episode. So I don't want to, mommy, don't take my toys away.
Oh, I'm sorry. You've got toys now. You can press buttons.
I do have toys. I should press a button, but I
You
won't.
should. No, you can.
Oh, can I press my favorite button?
Yeah.
This is how I feel about the show ending. That's how
I
I
had
feel about the show
I
ending.
had to replace that button this
Oh,
time. So
no.
thank you for bringing that. I had the text message.
Oh, the
I needed the text
oh.
message. So I
Well,
had
don't
to
you have
that was
another board
I've
that has
got
more buttons?
I've got multiple, but it's over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I
'cause
want to
I'm
bring it over here. I need to move it over here so I've got more buttons because I don't know about you, Sid. Love the Roadcaster, love it to pieces. But this whole press the sounds and move through the different banks doesn't work for me. It just doesn't.
it's too much moving.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet.
mm,
I need to figure out, like, the incorporation of some sounds into my podcast, but I haven't done that
mm,
yet, so I'm not that
yeah,
technical savvy, so but
not
anyway,
yet.
I
It's
am
coming.
sad the show is ending.
Hmm.
It really went by fast. So, the question what was the question again?
Anywhere we can find you, all the
Oh,
cool
yes.
things you've got going on. I want to hear it all of it.
Well, I didn't make a list. So the first thing that I would say is I would welcome the opportunity to connect with anybody listening. Go over to amazingentrepreneurs.club and connect with us there. We got a lot of really cool stuff out there on that site. That site is focused on helping entrepreneurs grow and grow their business. We added some new downloadable resources. We had somebody purchase one actually today, and we got some really great feedback almost immediately on it. So that was kind of fun. And then check out the podcast of the same name, Amazing Entrepreneurs Club. You can find it anywhere that you listen to your favorite podcast. We will be with the trailer is out right now. I don't know when you're launching this episode, Kerry, but we will start dropping live episodes or episodes November the 2nd, which is
Mm.
a Tuesday. So all of our episodes will drop on Tuesday. I'm really excited about that and all the amazing things that we're going to be able to share with the entrepreneur community. And then obviously, I'm on LinkedIn. I would love for you to connect with me on LinkedIn. It's my favorite platform. And if you want to know more about me, Instagram is a great place to do that. I'm under Instagram at Coach Sid Meadows. And then the Amazing Entrepreneurs Club also has a page on Instagram. But if you really want to know more about me and how crazy that I am and, listen, all the good stuff about me, you can actually head over to sidmeadows.com and read a little bit more about me, about my journey and some of the things that I've been through in my career. So 2 websites, amazingentrepreneurs.club and sidmeadows.com. So thank you for that opportunity, Kerry, to share that. I'm really excited about the future and where things are headed.
Mate, I'm excited as well. And I'm just going to say that I think you are now live for your first episode of Amazing Entrepreneurs because I'm pretty sure this is coming out a couple of days after that. So, guys,
Yay!
head over, check out the first episode. If you haven't already checked out the trailer, do that as well. Super excited
Oh,
for what you've got going on. It's
can I
amazing.
add something?
Yeah, please.
So on the first episode, episode number 1 of the Amazing Entrepreneurs Club, there's not a special guest, there's a special host. And Kerry Zarb with Coffee with Kerry interviews me on the first episode, and it was a lot of fun where I get to share a bit of my story. So Kerry's the guest host, not the guest. She'll be a guest later in the year, but she was the guest host. So I was excited.
Yay. That's
It was
fantastic.
fun.
Sid, we need to play some music and dance it out, buddy.
Can you play sad music? Because
Nope.
I'm really sad.
Nope. Thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Kerry. You can catch us weekly, and I'd love to receive your rating or personal review. See you next week.